right now on 5 on Your Side at 10.
A resounding victory for Donald Trump. The former president wins the Missouri Republican caucus. Tonight, reaction from local Republicans who voted in today's election.
Started off this morning, temperatures just above freezing in many cases, a few spots below freezing, but that's going to be a thing of the past over the next few days. Why warmer air in the morning sets us up for warmer air in the afternoon and when rain chances increase.
But first, a portion of West Florissant is rocking out tonight. A Grammy Award winner brings her music to Delwood, how she's helping revive this North County community.
Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Holden Kerwicki. Brent has the night off. Singer Melissa Ethridge hosted an intimate concert in Delwood tonight to help rebuild an abandoned shopping complex. 5 on Your Side's Annie Krall explains how her music is impacting the community.
Rock legend Melissa Ethridge singing Saturday night to about 100 lucky fans in North County, fundraising for the Refuge and Restoration nonprofit, inside an almost 12,000 square foot entrepreneur space. Phase 1 already fully funded at $16 million.
I mean, we've got grandmas who give $25 a month to a person who's given $2 million. So we are blessed. We couldn't write the names on the wall that have helped us finish this work.
The R&R Marketplace off of West Florissant Avenue, an economic access center in the works for a decade.
This is the sort of thing that changes communities. This is not a Band-Aid. This is not just teaching someone to fish. This is teaching them to, own the fish market.
Best friends with Jerome and Kathy Jenkins, who have lived in the area for 30 years. They even went to the Grammys together a month ago.
Someone like Melissa Ethridge can be attracted to it who wants to sing here. And that'll give the next person an opportunity. See, this building will represent the next building down the street.
The two-time Grammy-winning rock legend Melissa Ethridge didn't hesitate to host the benefit concert here in Delwood after she met with the local owners of Kathy's Kitchen next door here in Delwood after leaving a $100 tip and a signed CD when she went there with dinner with her wife and started a years-long friendship.
Mike Brown, everything happened, and we weren't doing that good in the restaurant. It was tough times back then. And I always say on one of my worst days, she walked through the door.
Ethridge auctioning off the guitar she played here, signed for $10,000 to help with the $20 million Phase 2 cost that will include a black box theater for live theater and concerts. Reporting in Delwood, Annie Krall, 5 on Your Side.
Phase 2 construction, including the theater, is expected to be completed by early 2025. If you're interested in donating to the nonprofit R&R organization, you can learn more on our website, ksdk.com. And it's a gorgeous night out there. It switched to a little bit of a breeze outside. We're going to throw it over to meteorologist Gary Frank for our first look at our forecast.
Good evening. Overall, I think it's pretty quiet, and the wind is starting to pick up. That's what you'll notice here into the overnight hours. So if you're a light sleeper, just be prepared for the wind to gust at times. I think overall, though, it's keeping our temperatures up. You can see that flag flying in the distance to the left of the arch. 55 degrees right now. Our average is 51. So at 10 o'clock here, to the start of March, we're still above our average high, and that's going to be something that we notice overnight. What you'll see right now is our wind out of the south gusting to 20 miles an hour in Litchfield, close to 20 in Farmington, and now 30 in Rolla. So that's where it's starting to be a little bit more breezy on the Missouri side, particularly central Missouri, as we transition to an even warmer air mass that we'll feel tomorrow. So overnight, as our wind is up a little bit more on the Missouri side, temps stay up, not quite as much in the Metro East, closer to central Illinois. That's where your temps are in the low 40s. The next few days, we're close to 80 again. It's warm, but there are a few rounds of storms this week and not a particularly rainy day at any point, but we see nothing really cold in the horizon. When it does get a little bit colder in the morning, and we'll highlight those rain chances coming up.
Today, Missouri Republicans nominated former President Donald Trump to carry the party banner into the November election. Trump won a clean sweep, claiming all the delegates in today's caucuses. Our political editor, Mark Maxwell, covered both events in St. Louis County.
Nearly 1,000 Republicans packed the Parkway West High School gym to measure their support for either Donald Trump or Nikki Haley. In the end, they delivered Donald Trump a resounding victory. While Nikki Haley's backers were outnumbered, They were also outspoken.
This is not the Republican Party. MAGA is not.
Phil Schrader led a crowded gym of Republicans in singing the national anthem, but he couldn't bring himself to support Donald Trump.
I want to support Nikki Haley to get things back on track. I'll get my Republican Party back.
How do you feel her chances are in a room like this?
Pretty slim to none.
He was right. She lost in a landslide. The woman who nominated Nikki Haley was shouted down in a chorus of boos.
We now have Donald Trump working for Putin. Oh, come on. Trump's been married 3 times, cheated on his wife, and slapped.
At a separate caucus site at the University of Missouri-St. Louis, others weren't quite as comfortable making public declarations of political support.
I'd be more comfortable with the secret ballot, but I'm happy to do this as well.
At both locations, Trump supporters brushed off concerns about his brash style or legal baggage.
I want somebody that's going to be authoritative. I want somebody that's going to push back.
These caucus sites are teeming with energized voters looking to connect with candidates.
My name's Will Scharf. I'm a candidate for Missouri Attorney General. I'm also a member of President Trump's legal team.
An aide to former Governor Eric Greitens is now defending Trump from federal felony charges of conspiracy to defraud the U.S. and conspiracy to obstruct an official proceeding on January 6th.
We think our arguments for presidential immunity are very, very strong, and clearly the Supreme Court thinks that they're at least worthy of very serious consideration.
Whether or not Trump goes on trial, Missouri Republicans hope to see him have one last day in the court of public opinion. Reporting in St. Louis, Mark Maxwell, 5 on your side.
Mark will have expanded coverage and analysis on the Missouri Republican caucus tomorrow night on The Record after Sports Plus. It's also streaming on KSTK.com, YouTube, and the 5 Plus app. Developing tonight, a man is now facing charges in last week's shooting in the Grove. A probable cause statement says a group of people were walking to their car on Swan Avenue early Sunday morning. The suspect, Andre Wilson, was in a car parked behind and began shooting as they approached. A man was hit several times and taken to the hospital with serious injuries. Wilson was charged with assault and armed criminal action. New information on this morning's deadly crash in North St. Louis. It happened around 3:30 on westbound I-70 near West Florissant Avenue. Police say an SUV driver attempted to change lanes when he hit the rear of a tractor trailer. The SUV overturned, killing a woman who was in the front seat. The driver and another passenger were taken to the hospital for minor injuries. The other driver was not injured. Hours ago, St. Louis city leaders and Dutchtown residents came together in a united front against violent crime. They came out to a peace march at Laclede Park this afternoon, wearing yellow to emphasize hope and use their voices to sound the alarm. The event was hosted by the Office of Violence Prevention, which serves as a central point for the city's crime prevention and intervention efforts.
We want to let everyone know that we are out here to work collaboratively with all communities, and there are people in the community willing to work collaboratively to live our lives in peace and commit to that.
The Peace Walk is one of the first events under the Office of Violence Prevention's Show Me Peace initiative. They're also engaging with organizations that provide services to meet the root cause of crime.
Tonight, plans for a ceasefire in Gaza are moving forward. What this new proposal would include if accepted by Israel and Hamas. Millions are getting ready for a total solar eclipse, including scammers. How you can protect yourself from becoming left in the dark.
Not so much wind today with gusts over 20 miles an hour, but we'll see gusts over 30 tomorrow. How it helps us warm up and when we'll see that wind change and bring in cooler air.